Hey guys, Paul Kovner here with PK Productions. I wanted to talk to you about a B cam. My main camera is a Panasonic GH2, which works great, does incredible video, but the problem is sometimes it doesn't get in the little small areas, or I can't put it in areas where I really don't feel safe with getting it broken or something like that. So I was wanting something cheap that does good video. A friend of mine told me about a camera called the Canon ELPH, so I did some research into it. And I looked on Craigslist, which they have awesome deals on there, and I ran across this little bitty camera right here. It's called the Canon ELPH 300HS. The reason I decided to get this is a couple of reasons. One, I got it used for $40, which is pretty good. Second, it does 1080p video, and it can also do slow motion, 120 frames per second and 240 frames per second. As far as still videos, it's a 12 megapixel, which is pretty good. It has the Canon Digic 4 codec on it, and I think now they have 6, if I'm not mistaken. I know they have 5, but they may have 6, which basically sharpens the image for everything and allows it to have image stabilization, so as you're walking, moving, your videos are nice and smooth, and then the autofocus is really good. Another thing I really like about this camera is it's quick. I mean, it's small, you can see, fits in my hand like this. I need to turn it on, I hit the power button, and you can see, watch this, hit go, done. I mean, it's on, it's ready to go, it's ready for video. Turn it off, shut it off, lens collapse, I can throw it in my pocket and go. Actually, I'm on vacation right now, so I took some test video. We went to the beach and used that, and out here in the woods where I am. So you can take a look at the test video here, and this is straight 1080p. It's not slow motion or anything. Now, the only downside is on the slow motion, it does lower the resolution. I believe on the 120 frames per second, I believe it goes to 480p, and then on the 240 frames per second, I'm going to say it does 240p, which isn't real good, but if you need the slow motion in your shots, you know, and that's the only option, then it might be good for you. But take a look at these test videos. That's what? Alright, as you can see from the beach, I had the camera down low. It's nice and smooth, everything's sharp and in focus. Actually, I had it on the beach. I was filming the waves coming in, wasn't paying attention, and a wave came over, knocked over the little camera, salt water all over it, and got sand on it. I picked it up, cleaned it off, dried it, blew out the sand, and it's still rocking away and taking video. So for $40 for an extra cam that you can take, you know, I could set it up in a tree, for example, to get some action shots while I have my main camera and I'm doing the follow shots. But you can't go wrong with it. Even on Amazon, I believe this camera is selling for about $80–90 the last time I looked. I mean, that may be the used price on Amazon. I'd have to double check, but these little Canon ELPH are definitely worth checking into. And then if you're big into photography for still video or still pictures, they have what's called the Canon Hack Development Kit, which you need to check into, you know, look into. It allows it to do all sorts of crazy things. You can adjust infinite ISOs, shutter speeds, super slow motions, you can do time lapse, you can have shutter frames as high as, I'm wanting to say, I was reading somewhere it was right around 5,000 or 6,000 frames per second, which is crazy. You can have full color RGB histogram on here, everything. So it's pretty impressive. Definitely look at some of the write-ups about the Canon hack development kit just for these little Canon Powershots, the ELPH. But again, this is Paul Kepner with PK Productions, showing you a nice little B cam. It's not perfect, but it works really well for what I need it, and hope to see you guys next time. Thanks.